It is year 2022 and the game's constantly running to find the best graphics to create in an industry. But there is some games that really focus on something different, and today's game is something that we call fun. Fun, fun, fun. But one thing I would like to say from the beginning, it is not fun for everything. If you haven't noticed that there was few years ago and maybe more than 10 years ago some guy called hmm what his name was, let me guess. Well, call him like easily a postal dude. The guy with the nice kind of gold beard, looking crazy. Maybe you've seen some memes with the silencer like a cat on a gun. So you probably understand who I'm talking about and what a game is this. And yeah guys, you might already notice that this year we have a new release for another Postal game, Postal Brain Damage. Well, I would say that this is something similar to maybe Duke Nukem, something like a new Doom Eternal, and an old and great Postal. So, well, before we start and dive deep into what is Postal Brain Damage, I would like to ask you if you're subscribed to our channel, check. If you are not, if you are subscribed, and push the notification button, like this video, and drop in a comment what you think about the Portal. Or I mean Postal, I'm sorry. And what do you like about this game? So let's dive into this. Postal Brain Damage has an undefined visual charm to it and has a graphical quality of a game from 20 years old that looks absolutely awesome at the same time. The game is kind of a retro vibe that maybe looks like early Duke Nukem Serious Sam vibes. Is it sure to catch your eye? I'm sure it is, because this is what the games were fun at. This is sure to be a rather subjective style with an about to be people who find it unsightly, but the visual appears to be consistent and irrational. The postal dude is wasted, and he falls asleep to find himself trapped in his dreams, where occupied and anything can happen. Like in the normal games in the past, you're probably feeling like you're in some kind of maybe a bad trip or something, but at this time you're in dreams, which actually kind of explains why this shit is happening on your screen. As you transfix to the Insepti's dreams, an alternative version of the dude, he's running around and chasing him in front of the dreams to dream until they find a confrontation. In terms of story, that's about all there is about this entry, and have never been focal point of these games. The dude will be encountering all kind of enemies in the areas that are huge levels and are in the sandbox. The new weapons are initiative and destructive as the level behind the glorious gifts. There is the captors with these three kind of levels that split by the 5 levels on each of the kind of these 3 levels. So basically 3 multiplied by 5, 15 different levels. 3 of those levels are just the boss battles, where you 12 unique and impressionable size levels to fight through between each captor. The dude loses his weapons, which can be mind kind of frustrated with the arsenal you build across each of them, but I'm not gonna dive deep into why it is happening. There is a mild frustration with an arsenal, of course. There is memorable levels when you go through the time with the game, like the E3 convention of the Flurry's postponed games and pure marketing. The first level is Twisted Subway, accomplishing with the cut easy music with anything but the game. Then you can make a trip down to Mexico, giving us the most distinct levels there. Naturally, you have the several levels and the fun trip to Asylum that was kind of not that good enough. And then you even go to space. So guys, believe me, the level design in these games is really great, and you see a lot of different kind of levels. The weapons of Postal Brain Damage are both inspired and occasionally suspect of an all kind of games. For instance, the pistol cannot be really kind of a smart weapon to fight with and be mistaken from a Titanfall 2 maybe even to complete with locking onto targets. These have been changed to the gun with the double-barreled shotgun grappling hook straight out of Doom Eternal. So a lot of weapons are kind of like the parody to the games that already have this kind of similar weapons. A lot of the emeries are just facilities of the Doom Eternal as well. So we're kind of looking like the game that mimics and kind of making fun of the latest Doom release. Even the game is equivalent to the run and mile carbine style rifle. You will find that you're stuck with the ammo regularly. In some ways it is good that it forces you to use the tools in your arsenal, but it also takes the high-paced action, fun, away from bigger combat encounters. There is a few mechanics that help you in the combat, the melee tactics, which is sure give you a few laughs as you see your fate equipped with the bunny slippers unleashing killer kicks against someone. If your T time was a melee attack, you can shoot enemy prospected back at them, but the window was far too precise, and sometimes feel like it doesn't work at all. Ping also is back in the game, guys. Yeah, if you so I mean, you mean you're not gonna remember what's going on that level, but you're gonna love the way how it is set. The first submarine level is also really fun, but it ends quite quickly in the dark sewers. So to sum up on the brain damage postal dude kind of guy, provides you a lot of laughs, a lot of fun, something that you might be missing in nowadays games that hide only behind the cool graphics. And it doesn't have the story, it just has some fun-paced gameplay with a fast shooting, fast running, and kind of like a retro shooting vibe, with the level designs on a different kind of platforms. Combined with the constant lack of ammo you'll never find to get yourself in a really easy situation. To finish it up, we are not always giving marks to the games, but this one I think deserves 10 out of 10 because of how fun it is and how cool vibes are bringing back with this one. Thank you everyone for watching and I hope to see you in the next one. Ciao.